Welcome everybody to another episode of Hub's Huddle. Today is Tuesday, October 16th, 2018, and today is the opening night for the NBA. We are glad to have basketball back, ladies and gentlemen, and tonight we have two good games for you guys. We got the Boston Celtics hosting the Philadelphia 76ers, and we have the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Golden State Warriors. Of course, news broke a few hours ago that Russell Westbrook will not be playing for the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight. So that kind of takes a little bit out of that big matchup that's going to be on later on tonight. But, you still going to have Steph, KD, Clay, and Draymond. Of course, no Boogie Cousins until probably after Christmas. But it's still going to make for a great game anyway. You still got Paul George over there in Oklahoma City. So, expect a big night for him and having a very increased role, as being the sole gun tonight, for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The game I'm looking forward to tonight is the Boston Celtics versus the Philadelphia 76ers. And it's not because I am a Boston Celtics fan. It's just the fact that, both of these teams coming in, it's a lot that I'm interested in seeing. I'm interested in seeing, from a Boston perspective, I'm interested in seeing Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward on a court together for the first time since opening night of last year against the Cleveland Cavaliers. If you guys remember the horrific injury that Gordon Hayward had when he went up for an alley-oop. And also I'm looking forward to seeing, how Jason Tatum is going to be this year, his sophomore year. Will it be a sophomore slump, or will this guy continue on the same path that he was going, during the playoffs last year? This kid was tearing it up. I'm also looking forward, from a Philly side, you're starting, Markelle Fultz in the backcourt with Ben Simmons. I'm looking forward to seeing how these two guys are going to gel, both of them in the starting lineup along with Joel Embiid. I'm looking forward to seeing the new shot, that Markelle Fultz has now, and also the improved jumper from Ben Simmons. I was saying last year, man, this kid good. If you ever get a jump shot, it's pretty much a wrap, so, it's a lot to look forward to in this game tonight. Of course, it's a rivalry. These guys met the last time in the Eastern Conference semis, and of course, Boston won that series 4-1, but it's a whole new year. It's a lot of things to look for, especially with other teams in the NBA. I'm looking at on the East. I'm looking to see, how Kawhi Leonard is going to fit in with the Toronto Raptors, over there with Kyle Lowry. I'm looking forward to seeing, Indiana, nice young team. Looking forward to seeing the Washington Wizards with John Wall and Bradley Beal. And, I'm also looking forward to seeing the Milwaukee Bucks, man. These dudes, young, athletic, long players over there with the Greek Freak over there. I actually got him, winning the MVP this season. This kid's an animal. These guys, when they played Boston last year in the playoffs, man, they went to war. And also on the West, of course, the King is out in L.A. right now. You got, LeBron in L.A., I want to see how the Lakers are going to look this year, with Rajon Rondo and Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, you got Kyle Kuzma over there, you got Lance Stevenson, they picked up a lot of gritty guys, that help, contend, with Golden State, they're picking up these guys that's going to get underneath the skin, and guys that aren't afraid, to go up against teams like Golden State and the Houston Rockets. I'm looking forward to seeing the Houston Rockets as well. The addition of Carmelo Anthony, he's over there to help out James Harden, and also Chris Paul, CP3. These guys was knocking on the door last year as well. So, they could, be the team that's going to represent the West coming out. Also you got to look at, Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz, man. This kid, this kid's a monster as well. It's a lot to look forward to, this coming season. And I'm glad, tonight's opening night. Tip-offs is in a few hours between Boston and Philly. I'm just looking forward to that. Also, I'm going to give you guys my predictions on who I think is going to make the playoffs this year. Let's take a look at that. I got in the West, I'm going to go seeds 1 through 8. So for the first seed, I got the Boston Celtics, which, they are the favorite to come out of the East. My second seed, I got the Toronto Raptors. My third seed is the Philadelphia 76ers. For my fourth seed, I got the Indiana Pacers. My fifth seed, I got the Milwaukee Bucks. My sixth seed, I got D Wade and the Miami Heat. This right here is his last year. He calling it the Sweet 16. I'm quite sure Miami's gonna put something together to try to make one last run, into the postseason for D Wade. I'm looking forward to seeing that, man. D Wade's a phenomenal player, man. Hats off to him. He had a stellar career. Couple NBA titles. This dude, hey, he is one of the best players, to ever, play the game. My next seed, the 7th seed, I got the Detroit Pistons, and in my 8th seed, I got the Washington Wizards. With Bradley Beal and John Wall. As far as the West go, of course, you got the Golden State Warriors as my number 1 seed. My number 2 seed, I got the Houston Rockets. I got the Oklahoma City Thunder at 3. My 4th seed would be the Utah Jazz. My 5th seed, I got the Los Angeles Lakers. My 6th seed, I got Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, interesting there to see, if Anthony Davis is going to stay in New Orleans. There's been rumors about him going to, L.A. There's been rumors about, Kyrie Irving trying to recruit him out there in Boston. Also, I got my 7th seed. Greg Popovich is back. They got DeMar DeRozan out there in San Antonio. I got the Spurs as my 7th seed. And my 8th seed, I got the Denver Nuggets. I'm looking forward to seeing, what this season is going to be. I'm looking forward, to all the NBA action to catch. My Tuesday nights is now going to be booked with basketball. Wednesday and, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays now. So, basically my whole week. So with the NFL and you got NBA and then you got your boxing and, the MLB playoffs is on right now. So, hey, it is a good time to be a sports fan. And this is awesome. I got some NFL news for you guys as well. Actually, my week 6 was a very successful one. I finished 12-3. It should have been 13-2, but Chicago decided to play conservative and kick a field goal, and the guy Parkey missed it. And then you got the Miami Dolphins run right down the field and kicked the dang on field goal, and that was the end of that. But overall in the year, I am now 55-36-2. So I am on the come up right now, ladies and gentlemen. So last week was a very big week for me. It was the best week I had so far this season, and basically just looking forward to the week 7 games that are going to be on TV this week. And I'm looking forward to Thursday night football this week between, I believe it's the Broncos and the Cardinals, if I'm not mistaken. But I do got some NFL, a little bit more NFL news. Of course, Le'Veon Bell did not show up to Steelers this week during their bye, and so apparently James Conner will be the starter going forward. My thoughts on that, man, is that I understood why Le'Veon decided to sit, and not, come back to play. But he kind of hurt himself now, because I'm quite sure he wasn't thinking that, James Conner would have a monster of a season that he's having now. And, and I got the stats right here in front of me. It's very impressive. And to me, it's this is why, teams don't really want to pay a running back. Now, like I said before, I felt like Le'Veon deserved to get paid. I thought that, the Steelers was jerking his chain, but James Conner, they haven't missed a beat. And if you're looking at the first, 6 weeks of the year, comparing James Conner to Le'Veon Bell last year, James Conner was the better back. He has the better stats. Now, just to give it to you guys, so, okay. The first 4 weeks of last year, Le'Veon Bell had 134 carries for 550 yards. This year, through the first 6 weeks, James Conner, 103 carries for 453 yards. So, you look at the yards per carry for Le'Veon Bell last year for the first 6 weeks, 4.1 yards per rush, where James Conner has 4.4 right now. Even if you want to look at, the reception yards, Le'Veon Bell through the first 6 weeks, he had 30 receptions for 156. And James Conner right now has 26 receptions for 257. Their scrimmage yards, they're separated by 4 yards. Le'Veon Bell had 706. James Conner has 710. And as far as touchdowns, Le'Veon Bell had 4 touchdowns, during the first 6 weeks. Where James Conner right now, he has 7. So you kind of see, the difference is, James Conner's been putting in work. And I said it from, ever since, week 1, I've been saying, James Conner, you shouldn't sleep on this guy. This guy's pretty good. Like I said, I went so far as drafting him on my fantasy team. He puts in work for me every single week. But, just, thinking about it, and I'm like, Le'Veon Bell, he kind of rolled the dice. And he bet on himself, and right now, it ain't looking too good, because if you got James Conner that's performing, see, I can see if, the Steelers were struggling in the run game, then it'd be like, oh yeah, they really miss Le'Veon Bell. Right now, it's like, they don't even need you. So, I don't know if he's going to come back, when he's going to come back, which week he's going to come back, and I'm quite sure when he does come back, they can't just put him out there and start. This is James Conner's job now. This is his, man. This dude earned the right to finish out the whole season, so it is what it is from that perspective. But let's see how everything's going to shake out. Will the Steelers end up trading Le'Veon Bell? Who knows? Or will they just let him walk into free agency? You never know. But that's it for me tonight, guys. You guys enjoy opening night tonight, and I'll be back tomorrow with my Thursday night football prediction, and also I'll discuss the 2 games that are coming on tonight between the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then in game 2, you got the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Golden State Warriors. So until next time, man, you guys keep it real, man. You stay blessed and have a great Tuesday night. Enjoy some basketball. Hubs Huddle, I'm out.